What's up, everybody? Once again, my name is Matt, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Phantom Hourglass. In the last episode, we found Tetra in the ghost ship, but she was turned into stone. Then Oceus showed up and was all like, "Yo, I'm actually the Ocean King, son." And he told us that some evil dude named Bellum was like sucking the life forces from people, so we need to stop him using a special weapon. And he pointed us in the direction of Zaus, who's going to make us a Phantom Sword. But we need to find some pure metals first, so in order to do that, we need to go back into the Temple of the Ocean King and find some more sea charts. Yeah. And uh-oh, what's going on here? Doesn't sound good. Another earthquake? I can sense it. It's coming from the temple, deep beneath it. So Bella must be causing the earthquakes that keep rattling the island. Hurry, let's get that sea chart and find the pure metals. Alright, let's do it. So this time around, the Temple of the Ocean King is going to be a little bit different and kind of a lot harder. Now, I did hold a poll to see like what I should do, and the results were mixed, so I think what I'm going to do is just speed up some of the segments that we go through already, especially if they don't really have any different solutions, so that's what I'll be doing this time around. Now, there is one thing new, and that is these red phantoms. The game will tell us about them in a second, but yeah, they're not really anything to worry about though. That one is red. Why is that phantom red? It looks more powerful than the ones we had to face before. That evil monster is a swift phantom. As you might guess, they're much faster than the other phantoms. Oh great. Even if they are fast, it doesn't matter as long as they don't see you, right? He's right, so be extra careful and sneaky, Link. Alright, will do. Commence speed up. Alright, and I'm back. Here we are on Basement 6. So we're finally here at the crest door. Do you remember the shape that Zaus the blacksmith showed us? How could I forget? Come on, Link, right on the door. Alright, you got it. So really, we don't even need to solve the puzzle in this room. Just run down to this switch to turn off the gust jar, and then all we gotta do is draw the Triforce on this door. So as long as you remember to start with the diagonal on the left side, you should be able to draw it in one line. Just make it kind of small, and hopefully that works. Like, I didn't connect one of the triangles, but it seems like it still worked. Fantastic. And we made it with 12 minutes and 41 seconds to spare, which is important because something interesting is going to happen in this room. This room looks different than it did last time. Maybe we went to another place when we used the crest that Zhao showed us. Maybe indeed. Hey Link, it's my turn now. This is the door of courage. Only the power of courage can open it. Come on, Link. Get your courage up and tap it. Alright, will do, but first let's talk to this guy. Hey. Dark terrors lurk ahead. I'll share something with you that will help you survive. And he's going to create a yellow portal for us. Cool. Step into the yellow light to save your journey time and return to the entrance. Step into the yellow light at the temple entrance to return here instantly. In other words, this is like a midway point. Understand? We got it. Go on, give it a try. Alright, maybe later, dude. For now, let's just tap this door to open it up. But yeah, we can go into that light to come back down here, and it sort of saves our time. So, when we come back down here, we would have still had 12 minutes and 41 seconds. But now, we're on Basement 7, and now the Temple of the Ocean King is going to look a lot different. It's going to look way more like a traditional temple in Phantom Hourglass than anything else we've really seen in the Temple of the Ocean King. There's still a ton of new gimmicks, too. Hey, Link, did you hear something? This floor makes a sound when you run on it. The phantoms, they'll hear us. But the floor didn't make a sound when you walked. I get it, you have to walk slowly on these floors when there's a phantom nearby. Yeah, screw that, man. I am not going to be walking around too much on these floors, although right now might be a good idea because there is a phantom over here, but you know what, you can actually stun them by shooting them in the back. That is something you do learn by going into the ghost ship, so use that to sneak past the phantoms, and when you stun them, you can actually hit them with your sword and sort of push them, and as long as you keep hitting them, they will remain stunned, so this is going to take a lot of time and seem really, really dumb, but believe it or not, there is a reason to do this. So what I'm going to do is stun all the phantoms on this floor and actually push them into the void, because that is one way that we can kill these guys right now. So let me try and attract this phantom over here. Come on, dude, follow me. Now, watch the phantom on the right side of the map, the red one, because he will be able to reach us. See? Notice how he's walking over that invisible gap. So you know what? Let's draw a line here just so we know that we can walk across that. And now, we kind of want to stun these two phantoms, and hopefully we can just like knock them both in the void. Whoops, got a little carried away there, but not a big deal. And don't you walk away from me, dude. Come on. I'm not done with you yet. You need to go into the void as well. You know, thankfully, we're actually doing this pretty quickly. Like, normally that takes a while, but bam, there we go. And yes, doing that will cause a chest to appear. So let's walk across here safely and open this up. I believe we will get like a ship part. Yeah, we got the spike handrail. Pretty dang cool if I do say so myself. Probably won't use that though. Let's see. Real quick, if we go up here, we can actually bomb this like cracked block, and behind it there is a like triangle pedestal. So we'll need to find a crystal for that later on. For now though, since there's no phantoms, let's just run down here and go back upstairs. That way, you know, we're sort of on like the other side of the basement 7 room that we came into. So let's see, I think we want to stun this phantom because right on the other side there's a switch, and if we hit this, yeah, it's going to turn off these flames. And now we need to get up there as fast as we can because it's sort of on a timer, but this phantom's kind of in my way, so hopefully we can stun him. And oh no, I'm not gonna be able to make this, am I? Ah, no, darn it. I was kind of hoping I would have been able to jump and make that, but guess not. So we're gonna have to try that again, and please don't. Yeah, you know what? I mean, I don't know why I expected you not to notice me considering I ran right in front of you, but not a big deal. I'll just have to stun you again, and hopefully this time we can actually make it up to where that block is in time, because if we can't, that's going to be an issue, and hopefully the phantom doesn't hear me. Come on, please make it. Yes, perfect. Oh man, that was kind of close. Oh, and make sure you have your shield out, that way, you know, you can block the arrows from those traps. Alright, so let's open up this chest and get ourselves a round crystal, and get used to carrying these crystals, guys, because trust me, that is the gimmick for this section of the Temple of the Ocean King. So we're going to be carrying them a lot, and we pretty much have to get them all to one singular spot, sort of at the end of this temple, so we're going to work towards that goal. I do need to sneak past this phantom though, so you know what? You notice me, and I'm going to hide over here, and hopefully I can figure out a way to get past you later. Well, that really didn't work, and now the red phantom has my crystal, so that kind of stinks. But you know what? I can actually shoot him in the back, and he will drop it immediately. Now I can just grab this and sneak right past him. So, yeah, you don't actually need to, like, kill the phantoms to get the stuff that they're holding. Just stun them, and then you can take it and walk by. Now that we have this round crystal, though, let's figure out where we can put this. And oh my gosh, now that all the phantoms down here are dead, it's going to be so much easier to move about. Like, sure, it took a little while to kill them, but it was well worth it. So, let's place the crystal in here. That's going to lower these spikes. And now we can step on this switch, which will cause, like, this air current to shoot up. But you know what? We don't really care about that right now, so let's just continue going downward. Phew, we've come far. It'd be nice if this was the last floor, but let's keep going. This is actually the last floor, but we can't really explore all of it just yet, so instead, we'll grab the triangle crystal and go right back upstairs. Look, Link, there's a pedestal over there, too. Alright, thank you very much, so make a note of that. We already know where this triangle crystal goes, but there is a neat little shortcut that we can take. So now if we jump into this air current, it sort of puts us up here. And, I'm not really sure how you would know this, but yeah, there's sort of like an invisible path that you can walk. You can kind of see it from where, like, the darker blue section of, like, the path leads to. But, you don't really know for sure until, like, you place the triangle crystal in here, and then that chest sort of appears. So, that sort of tells you that, yeah, you know, you can walk over here and open up this chest to get yourself a courage gem. Sweet! Alright, so now that we got that, that triangle gem also unlocked or lowered these spikes, so let's just hit this switch, and that's going to lower this door, and now we can explore the rest of the floor that was below us, which is the last floor, and that's where we should find, the last crystal. Hey! I felt something behind me, but I turned around and nothing was there. Next thing I knew, the sand in the hourglass was powerless. I don't think he's talking about the phantoms. Is there something else around here? Be careful, Link. Alright, so there is a new type of enemy. You can actually see on your map. It's those skulls. So, anytime you see them, just shoot an arrow in that general direction and you should be able to kill them. What's cool about these enemies is that they always drop time for your hourglass, so keep that in mind. If we shoot this with an arrow, it should actually go and kill the one all the way on the left, so there we go. And, right above this thing, there's an eye switch. This eye switch only stays open when you're not looking at it, so make sure you're, like, looking to the side, and then just turn this thing around and shoot an arrow into it, and that's going to unlock that switch, which is important because what we're going to do with this is kill the phantom on this floor. So if we step on this switch, it creates a trap door. So now we just got to wait for this phantom to walk over it, and we should be able to get that square crystal and kill this phantom. So bam, there we go. Killing the phantom causes that chest to appear, and we get the square gem. So how do you like them apples? Makes this floor a lot easier. So let's open this up and get ourselves another ship part. This is the iron anchor. Not bad at all. Kind of cool. I like it. Anyways, let's grab this square gem now and bring it to the location of that pedestal that Ciela told us about before. And that's going to extinguish all those flames. Also, yeah, there's another one of those weird monsters up here, so watch out for that. If you kill all 4 of them, this chest will appear, so let's go and open up that real quick and see what's inside. It better be something good, man. It's a giant chest, so looks like we got ourselves a wisdom gem. Fantastic. Alright, so since the square gem is in place, now we have a way to get the other 2 gems, the circular and the triangle one, down here. That way, you know, we can use them to open up the door and get ourselves the next sea chart. So, let's grab the round crystal real quick. And yeah, whenever you grab them out of the pedestal, whatever they sort of deactivated will get reactivated. Not a big deal considering, you know, now we have alternate ways of getting down there. So, let's just bring the round crystal, and we'll place this one right next to the square one. And now let's go back up and get the triangle crystal. So I just want to get like all of them down there right now, and once they're all on the same floor, then I'll go and put them into position. So let me make sure I'm there. We go. Wanted to make sure I was on like the right path, because you can very easily just like walk into the void if you don't go exactly where like that line is. Alright, so now we got the triangle gem. Let's just use this staircase right here. And now, finally, we have all the gems on the same floor. Now, what you want to do with these is bring them into the large area in the center. And, yeah, there's 3 more pedestals over here, 1 for each gem. And if we place all the gems inside, it's going to unlock that door. And that's where we will find the next sea chart. So, kind of a long, drawn-out process. But thankfully we are at the end of it, and it really didn't take us too long, and since we killed all the phantoms, it was a lot easier than, you know, if we didn't kill all the phantoms, is basically what I'm trying to say. So now, let's just bring this square gem all the way to the center and put it in place, and we are good to go. Thank goodness, man. Like, I know it probably doesn't seem like it took a long time since I did that whole speed up thing, but I have been in this temple for a while now. Alright, so let's open up this chest and get ourselves the next sea chart. There we go, the southeastern sea chart. Finally, some new land for us to explore. Can't wait. Looks kind of cool. Now you can explore a new area of the sea. You did it! A new sea chart. Now we can explore new areas of the sea. Wow! Come on, Link, time's running out. Want to head to the surface? Of course I do, man. I definitely want to get out of here. And thankfully, we can use this blue portal to do just that. See you later, Temple of the Ocean King. Not gonna miss ya, that's for sure. You. What do you want? You there, boy in green. I've seen a lot of you lately. The skeletons you see here were not prepared to enter this cursed place. But they now know many of this temple's secrets. If you want to know them, it'll cost you, but all you have to do is ask. Alright, I'll keep that in mind, I guess. Anyways, now that we got this new chart, I think that's going to do it for this episode. So if you guys enjoyed this part, a like rating would be greatly appreciated. If you want to see more, consider subscribing. But, once again guys, my name is Matt, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.